SCP-2284, aka Mr. Lie. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-2284 is to be held within a humanoid containment chamber within Hall Redacted of Site Redacted. Only D-Class personnel are to communicate with SCP-2284. Description: SCP-2284 is a male humanoid of Indian descent that is almost genetically identical to SCP-2148. The words Mr. Lie from Little Misters by Dr. Entertainment are tattooed upon SCP-2284's left bicep. The speech of SCP-2284 exhibits a cognito-hazardous effect that causes others to sense that said to believe all declarations and statements made by SCP-2284 are objectively true. Direct audio recordings are subject to this effect. Questions posed by SCP-2284 exhibit no anomalous properties, nor do transcriptions of its speech. Testing has begun to determine whether this property applies to SCP-2284 rights or types. SCP-2284 is physically incapable of making true statements. However, it is able to communicate somewhat effectively by relying on rhetorical questions and series of questions that lead others to the desired conclusion. Research is currently underway to determine a possible connection between SCP-2284 and SCP-2148-2. Addendum A. The following transcript is from an interview between D22841 and SCP-2284, recorded by a Foundation speech-to-text program. Minor edits were made afterward to correct all small errors made by the program. Text italicized brackets are notes by D2284-1 during the interview concerning the body language and verbal tone of SCP-2284. Hey, I'm gonna read you these questions and write how you react. They have it set up so a computer will type about everything we say. That's alright? Why wouldn't it be? Right, so, how are you today, 2284? Couldn't it be better? How are you? Yeah, could be better. Both laugh. Right, so first thing. In 1995, there was an incident featuring SCP-2148. And what's that? One sec. Let me double check the number. Ah, right. Blindfold guy. The blindfold guy calls himself Mr. Stripes. SCP-2284 sits up. Speaks urgently. What happened to Stripes? Nothing to him. More that he did something, I think. Or the doctors think, I guess. This black bar showed up on the cameras for a while, and then at the end he had this photo. Later, when they looked at his little mister's list, your name was blacked out. SCP-2284 becomes progressively more relaxed during explanation. Relieved? Oh, is that all? Stripes himself is alright. So far as I know, you didn't have anything to do with that. Absolutely not. I can't imagine what kind of sly trickster would even attempt such a feat. Alright. Let's see. Are you aware of your anomalous properties? Anomalous properties? Magic stuff, basically. It says you can convince anyone of anything you say. How would they know? If anyone, when I speak, is too affected. Read transcripts, I guess. Which is what I'm here for. They think of everything, don't they? I don't think I will be able to outwit these people. By that logic, any response I give you is worthless to you. Yeah, but the doctors will know what's really up. Why don't I try circumventing that little issue then? Would I be sitting here calm and collected if I didn't belong here? Wouldn't that still just be you trying to convince me of something? But did I actually tell you anything, or simply ask you a question? You're still able to question this conversation. Speech to text program was able to give punctuation to this dialogue. Was that a question? 2284 smiles. That's a good question, isn't it? Speech to text program was able to give punctuation to this dialogue. That's a good question, isn't it? Or that's a good question, isn't it? Fuck, I don't know, Doc. Are there other questions? Can you tell me about the other little misters? Who do you have so far? Stripes, obviously. 1 second. Chameleon, Loss, Brass, Moon, and Forgetful. I'm sure Loss makes your jobs really easy. Where did you find Brass? Let's see. Church of the Broken God? Did they think he was part of their god? Man, they could not be further from the truth. What about the others? You seem concerned about Mr. Stripes over there. How could I be? How could I not be? Don't brothers have to stick together? Aren't all of you sort of siblings? I think I remember reading that in the briefing dossier. Yeah, sure. Totally keen on the idea of being brothers with a corpse with a key in his back. Did you know? I don't always know exactly what's going to come out of my mouth. Do I? We operate on some kind of universal truth rather than what I understand to be right, the right answer? Sir, would you believe that I once said said Stripes wasn't my brother? He isn't my brother. He's definitely not my biological sibling. So why doesn't he seem to realize that we're actual twins, truly blood related? Do you think he just sees me as one of 19 siblings? Didn't you just... You know what? Let's just move on. What can you tell us about Dr. Wondertainment? His name is Isaiah Crawford. And confused. Wait, how did I say... Can you say that? What did I tell you just now? His name is Isaiah Crawford, speaking to himself. That is his name, though the man known as Dr. Wondertainment said has always been Dr. Wondertainment. Is that the game? Dr. Wondertainment was never Isaiah Crawford. Dr. Wondertainment is just the name of a company. Dr. Wondertainment is a male human. What the fuck? What did the old man do? I can hear what he's muttering, but I'm not sure what he means. I'm getting a really bad migraine as he talks. What are you talking about? Are you familiar with Dr. Wondertainment? Do you think that name is referring to a specific person or the company? Both. You just said that. Dr. Wondertainment is a male human named Isaiah Crawford, who is just a company that was never her Isaiah Crawford. Speech to text program was unable to get a punctuation to this dialogue. Are you okay? Oh, what am I thinking? I'm sure you just got tired of talking, that's all. You have no reason to pass out from mental strain. Can someone help him? You're not going to die. Oh, fuck, that kill you. You're going to die because of me. Oh, you're not? Not, are you? You have to die at some point, don't you? Probably during something like a mass termination at the end of the month. Because that makes sense. Are you guys coming? Can't you see this guy needs help? Oh, What's this paper you were writing on? No, just looking. You cannot consciously see any of the text I am writing. You feel compelled to follow instructions relevant to you. If you are D-class, you need to give this note to a researcher. If you are a researcher without the ability to edit the files of SCP-2284, or you need to give it to a researcher who can. If you are a researcher capable of editing the files of SCP-2284, you need to scan and this part of the note directly into the transcript without writing it into yourself. You feel like you should conduct an unscheduled, unmonitored interview with SCP-2284 when possible. When you need to bring a second recording device in addition to a typical interview recording devices. Upon containment, SCP-2284 was carrying out a document similar to the point to print on the observer side of SCP-2148-1. Wow, you just found yourself your very own little mister, a limited edition collection from Dr. Wondertainment. Find them all and become Mr. Collector. 1. Mr. Chameleon. 2. Mr. Headless. 3. Mr. Lab. 4. Mr. Forgetful. 5. Mr. Shapey. 6. Mr. Soap. 7. Mr. Hungry. 8. Mr. Brass. 9. Mr. Hot. 10. Miss Sweetie. 11. Mr. Alive and Mr. Death. 12. Mr. Fish. 13. Mr. Moon. 14. Mr. Red. 15. Mr. Money. 16. Mr. Loss. 17. Mr. Lie. 18. Mr. Mad. 19. Mr. Scary. And 20. Mr. Stripes.